signboard you made there.
Thank you very much.
And not to go unmentioned is the one in the driveway. The new entry sign from was that last winter?
Yeah, the Migis Lodge sign.
Yeah,
yeah,
really nice.
Thank you.
Do you enjoy this kind of detail carpenter? What do you call it?
I don't know what you call it, but I do enjoy it quite a bit. It's right up my alley because it's more art, or more creative than just general woodworking. So that's much more my speed. I mean, yes, I enjoy it quite a bit.
I see it's a challenge getting things level.
It is. It seems like it would be an easy thing to do, but it's not.
Often we find out that the building isn't level or something.
Yes. I don't think anything's level around here. But that's part of the charm, I guess.
Yeah. You must have had to do a lot of pencil and paper work before you commenced with the actual tools.
Yeah. This year was the hardest thing, getting because this is routed out.
Yep.
And when I started this wood, I mean, it looks a little smooth and flat now, but when I started with it, it was really bumpy. So I had to transfer a tracing of the Migis Lodge logo onto wood that was didn't want to take a straight line. So I kind of had to eyeball it, and it was not easy. I had to chart out every letter with a little graph to make sure everything was, orderly. So I didn't finish it, and the Migis Lodge was shooting up,
Yes.
shooting down, or letters were spaced evenly and everything. So that was a chore.
So we have menu, today's arrivals, today's activities, this week at Migis, and outgoing mail. So everybody's going to be really informed. Do you, I make a quilt from time to time, and I manage to sign it somewhere. Do you sign your work somewhere?
I do.
Good.
On the back, yeah.
Good. And it has a little date on it somewhere, maybe?
It does.
Good.
And that was the main reason. It's not because I thought this was the Mona Lisa. I just thought someday someone's going to take this down 30 years from now, and maybe it'll be me taking it down, but maybe somebody else will, and I'll see. Because when we take down buildings here, when we renovate a building, it's cool. Sometimes we'll get into the rafters in the attic or the walls, and we'll find a little signature from Reed Silvers from 1982 or something, and it's pretty cool. So I kind of had that in mind.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
There were some in the when the lodge rooms got rebuilt upstairs that went back to the 40s. They were talking about the temperature.
Yeah.
And some days were harder to work than others.
Yeah.
It's fun.
When I make the mirrors that I've been making, oftentimes I need to put some newspaper in the back or something to compress the back so the mirror stays flat.
Yes.
So usually, if I can, I'll use today's paper, the paper
good.
from that day. So again, 20, 30 years down the road, when somebody's looking at it, they'll see what was going on that day.
Well, maybe it'll be your little boy.
Exactly.
And he'll say, "Gee, what's this?
Yeah.
A newspaper. I've heard of those."
Right. Yep.